if you're going to make a decision to be the owner of a bully breed, you need to be aware that that thing could turn on you at any point in its worthless life. I always expect owners of bully breeds to have accepted that already, but apparently that's not the case. All right, now this is about the shooting in Boulder. That story is still developing.
Tonight, a Colorado family is devastated and traumatized after a young man is viciously attacked by his own dog.
Yeah, that dog was stabbed, tased, and shot before the attack stopped. And tonight it's clear it could have been a lot worse had it not been for those police officers' quick thinking.
Police say the tourniquets that they put on the victim's arms may have saved his life.
Alan Janae is your reporter in Boulder. Alan, this young man was badly hurt by his own dog.
Well, he was, and he's still in the hospital right now, Karen. The situation for this unfortunate 24-year-old man is that he brought the dog over to his mother's house on Palo Parkway over the weekend, and it turned on him as he was trying to take it out of a kennel. Now, the family got this dog 8 years ago when it was a puppy, but recently it had been sick. It was on antibiotics and had been bleeding, and the family believes that illness changed it.
Okay, we've heard this before. We hear it a lot from the so-called experts that if a dog is in pain or if a dog is sick, is suffering from some type of illness, it could launch an unprovoked attack even on its owner that raised them from a puppy. That's exactly the type of animal or pet that everyone should hate. What a unreasonable scenario. Could you imagine a person killing their parents, a person who raised them from a baby just because they had a toothache? You don't get any more unreasonable than that.
Dutch was its name, an 8-year-old
An 8-year-old dumb mutant that is worthless, that never should have been given life at all. These things are beyond what. Hey, young man, the victim of this attack, are you going to get another one? This was 21, I believe 21 years old. Are you going to get another mutt? Will it be a bully breed? You want to get another dog just like this one? Let me know.
American Bulldog, says Tanya Jackson.
My son loved his dog.
And that was the first mistake. You don't love nothing this deadly, dumb, dangerous, unsightly, stinks. Why would you love something like this? Something that can turn on you even if you raise it from a puppy. This ain't the first time this has happened. You can't count how many times this has happened. Y'all should have done the research before you got it. And be like, what is this? No, I'm not getting one of these things. Even if I raise it from a puppy, it could turn on me someday. Or if it's sick, it could launch an attack on me. Forget that. So that's the first mistake. Why would you love something that deranged?
We all love the dog.
But Dutch changed Sunday morning. Video from a police dash camera shows the middle of the attack.
No, it didn't change. It acted just like a dog. It did exactly what dogs do. This is what dogs do. Dogs launch unprovoked attack because they're deranged mutants. And specifically with bully breeds, these are highly inbred mutants. What are y'all talking about?
From attacking him. He was a different animal, says Tanya.
It's almost like his eyes, the color of his eyes changed. It was a very traumatic moment.
They said that there was blood in the dog's stool and that it had some type of illness. Okay. You know, organisms, we get sick. We don't launch lethal attacks on the entities that raised us when we're sick. Nothing does that. It's only believed that dogs do that. That's ridiculous.
And I don't want to relive it in my head, but that was not his personality.
The attack started.
Yeah, it was. That's what dogs do. Stop it with that nonsense. Dogs attack their owners all the time. Y'all gonna stop talking about this like it's some type of unprecedented anomaly.
Definitely, that was not his personality.
The attack started inside and went out into the quiet neighborhood. Neighbor Sean West.
It started inside and then went out into the quiet neighborhood. Do y'all know how focused this dog was on attacking its owner? This attack started inside the house like he just said. This owner reached his hand inside the crate. Dog latched onto his arm, wouldn't let go. And then for a second, someone got a hold of the dog and, the dog let go. So the victim, the owner of the dog, ran outside. The dog got loose, ran around the house, into the front yard where the victim was, and launched another attack because it was sick. You telling me this how they behave when they sick? And y'all wonder why my name is I Hate Dogs? Are you stupid or what? Huh? Get about Joe Pesci. Are you stupid or what? What are you, stupid? Get my De Niro on here. What are you, stupid or what? Lord, y'all stupid if y'all doing this. If you own one of these things, you're stupid.
Neighborhood. Neighbor Sean West had seen the animal before.
Dog has been a happy-go-lucky. I've petted that dog.
Okay. A lot of dogs that have attacked was petted before they attacked. Okay, you petting it means nothing.
Times, 2-3 times.
But this was entirely different, hearing Tanya in distress.
And I hear her screaming, he's gonna kill him, he needs to kill him, I need help.
It was a nightmare unfolding.
The kid on the ground and the dog, and I see the dog mauling him.
West went for 2 knives, came back, and stabbed the animal.
He staggered a little, and then he went back to the kid. I don't know how much effect it had.
The officer tried the taser at first, then fired a gun multiple times, hitting the dog. The dog went across the street, sat down, then got up again and came back. The officer fired once more.
It was a horrific attack.
Boulder's police chief has been looking at the shooting.
It seems completely justified in the circumstance. In fact, I believe if the officer would not have acted in the way that he did, likely we would have had more injuries, including the officer.
I want to know what happened.
Tanya is glad.
Listen to this. I want to know what happened. It's a dog. That's what happened. And you were just oblivious to the facts. Okay? We've been in a cyber era for a long time. You failed to do the simple research. This happens all the time.
Glad police shot Dutch and says there is no crime involved, only heartbreak for her injured son.
The crime is that it broke his heart because he doesn't understand, and I don't understand. Our family doesn't understand why he would do this.
They don't understand why the dog would attack the boy. It's because these are dumb, trash, mutant organisms. That's why. Next question. Okay, only a worthless piece of trash organism would launch a deadly attack against the person that raised it from a puppy, feeding it all its worthless life. Stop trying to make this thing to be out to be some wonderful creature, especially after telling us this story. We want to know what happened. Shut up.
Amazingly, the dog still was not dead until animal control officers arrived and euthanized it. Tanya says, yes, the dog's ability to hurt someone was great, but she does not blame the breed. Now, there was no rabies about...
Okay. Is there any credibility to that statement? That it's not the breed? Well, let's look at the other dogs that done the same thing. Launched unprovoked, non-stop attacks against its owner. Majority of those are bully breeds as well. That's a fact. They dominate. It's overwhelming. So what are you talking about? That statement is not credible. It's looking like primarily the same breed that launch deadly attacks against their owners. See, what makes this different, these attacks different from other attacks, the dog quickly bites them, and that's it. Might puncture the skin, might not. That's a startle attack. That's an attack. You know, I could accept that as what a dog would do if it was sick, if it was in pain or something. You go to touch it and it turns and sort of nips you. Okay, yeah, all right, whatever. I can sort of see that. But to launch a prolonged, never-ending attack, that ain't got nothing to do with illness. And if it does, again, that doesn't make it any more acceptable. That's insane. You about to try to kill me just because you don't feel good? What a pathetic. And y'all still wondering why I hate dogs? You should too if you got any brains.
Out that is known, she believes the dog had cancer. It had a scan scheduled for this week, but
she believes it has cancer. It had cancer, and they haven't even proved it.
They never got there. In Boulder, Alan Janae covering.
A lot of people never get there. I bet they do want to come up with some excuse and excuse this attack. So, cases like this, the accumulation of cases like this proves that this is simply what they do. It's a part of their nature. The 14,000 dog bites that take place every day in the United States is a part of their nature. Their experts tell you they even communicate by biting, by attacking. So, only one thing left to do. Ban these worthless, good-for-nothing trash mutants. Ban them. And after you ban them, what you gonna do with them? Huh? Go ahead and let them live out the rest of their worthless life in these shelters. I don't care. As long as they're banned and will never be legal again. That's the only proper solution.